Hello, I'm going to give you a quick introduction to the operation of the advertising co-op point calculator. It is assumed you have read the book No Pain Financial Success with Cobra Venom TV ads. First, it is agreed that everyone has read the income disclosure statement prior to this video. There are no guarantees of income, and this video is to demonstrate how the calculator works, not a projection of fact. Any number of variables can make the demonstrated numbers false, such as the daily percent from advertising cannot be known in advance. Only the numbers with light blue background can be changed. This includes the ad purchase, package, daily percent, and the return on ads repurchase percentage. Start in the top left. Ad purchase is the number of media blocks that you purchase in $50 package increments. You can change the ad purchase number to any number to represent your simulated purchase. Generally, the package will be in $50 media blocks, but if in the future the company allows different package sizes, the package can be changed. You will probably never need to change this number. The daily percentage is the average of the daily profit share. The number is based daily on the total income from all advertising divided by the total current active advertising. The last changeable number is the return on ads percentage of advertising you repurchase with your daily profit points. As example, if you earn 100 points daily, you would rebuy 90 points daily, creating 90%. This leaves 10% that you could convert to cash. Read the ebook No Pain Financial Success with Cobra Venom TV ads if you want to know where all the details come from. Back at the top, the example starts with 23 media packets at $50 each for a total of 1,150 initial advertising points. Keep in mind that points are not cash. They represent the value of advertising that has been purchased and is currently active. Those points may or may not return profit in the form of customer purchases. Ads expire in 75 to 90 days and points expire with them. The second row of numbers show you the number of points generated based on the daily percentage and the end time for the ad. The ad for an MIE ends in 75 days, bronze 80 days, silver 85 days, and gold 90 days. The points generated by the end of the ad period vary from 1550 for MIE all the way to 2150 for gold, all with the same 23-point ad purchase. Needless to say, there is a significant difference, and the only logical choice is to be gold if you are going to purchase media units. The rest of the calculator is based on being a gold. You make substantially less over a year or two with any rank below gold. The third block of numbers show your initial starting points and how they grow over time based on daily pay at the daily percentage. The points grow in this example to 2150 in 90 days, all the way to 7250 in 2 years, providing you are continuously rebuying 100% of your profits. Remember, your points grow because you rebuy new advertising with the profits every day. They are points spent on advertising and not cash. The points earned are based on the profits from customers generated from the advertising. The fourth block demonstrates how many points you convert to cash if you start to take out 100% of your daily earnings. As example, if you grow your point purchase for 90 days into 2150 points and start to immediately draw all of it out on day 91, after 30 days you will withdraw $589.14, and in 60 days you will have withdrawn $822.77 and still have 227.23 points in the account. Because you purchased $1,150 initially and only take out $822.77, your profit was 71.54% of the original money. This means you lost about 30% on advertising. Remember, these numbers are for example, and the actual returns could be substantially different based on the daily percentage from the customer purchases and if you miss any rebuys. The other examples in the block just show different starting dates when you start to draw 100% of your funds. It is obvious that you need to go a year or more before you could return a profit, which is a number over 100% in the percent profit column, creating a positive return. The last block demonstrates the points converting to cash if you only draw a percentage a day and rebuy most of your profits. This example shows a rebuy of points at 90% or you withdraw 10% in cash. As example, if you wait 2 years, 721 days, to start to draw the funds, you will draw $8.70 a day or $262.72 a month. After 2 months, you will have drawn $525.70. What is important about this example is that after withdrawing $525.70 in 2 months, the remaining points of 7281.30 is still larger than the starting points of 7250 shown above. This means you can continue to withdraw $262.72 a month indefinitely, and after less than 5 months, you will have returned more than you paid to purchase. But now you have nothing out of pocket and you draw $262.72 every month indefinitely based on over $2,300 in rebuy of new ads monthly from your account. This creates new profits from new customer purchases, maintaining the balance. It should be noted that these numbers are based on 1.2% a day profit from advertising or approximately 10% return on the ads running that day. 10% is very low in comparison to normal advertising. Most ads in general should return 3 to 5 times the ad cost in profits, so the company in time should be able to easily pay the 1.5% cap they have set, which is a 35% return of profits per active advertising dollar. Read the book if you want to know the numbers. Now watch what happens with the same 23 ad block purchase, but the daily profit share is 1.5%. Let us first change the daily percentage to 1.5%. Next, we're going to adjust the rebuy to 65% and therefore have a 35% daily return. Notice that our key control number, which is points left after 60 days, or 276,969.04 points, is still larger than the starting 720-day points of 276,350. This means we can take out $44,354.25 a month indefinitely because our constant active advertising is slightly growing at 276,969.04 points. This example shows a couple of things. There is a lot of difference with a very small percentage of change in the advertising returns. The company should easily be able to pay the 1.5% a day if they can get a 35% return on the advertising dollar. If they cannot, they need to change advertising or get a new product. If the percentages stay predictable, then the calculations are predictable provided you do not miss any rebuy of media points. Let me reset the calculator to 90% rebuy of advertising from profits and the initial customer purchase profits to 1.2% daily. Finally, the calculator can help you determine any situation. As example, a student has a $20,000 loan to pay in 5 years after school. How much advertising do you need to purchase at 1.2% return to pay the loan in 5 years after school? First, $20,000 in 5 years is $4,000 a year, or $333.33 a month. This means by his graduation, he needs to have enough points to create the 333 monthly. If he purchases 29 ad packages, or 1,450 points as a junior, he will have 9,200 points on graduation. Now the points in his account will create $334.05 a month by graduation. But he still has 2 years before he needs the initial 1,450 points. So he needs to create 1,450 points in 2 years from now to have the base advertising points as a starting junior. He needs to purchase only 5 ad purchase packages for $250, creating 250 initial points. Now in 2 years, when he is a junior, he will have his starting base of 1,450 points. This will create the income when he graduates to pay off the loan as demonstrated earlier. This means if the system runs at 1.2% a day, he needs to purchase 5 ad packages or $250 today one time to pay off the $20,000 loan 5 years after graduation. He will not need to cut his living immediately on graduation to pay the loan. If you can figure out how to make a kid in college open his account every day for 5 minutes to redistribute his advertising points, not only will his loan be paid off, but he should be making $333 a month indefinitely. Now if he purchases the same 5 ad packages, but the advertising pays 1.5 daily, he will have 55,000 points in 2 years. This is 1,108 packages, which is 55,400 initial points as a starting junior. If he can hold on to it for 90 days and then adjust the return on ads rebuy to 65%, he can start to draw $25,000 a month his junior and senior year. Of course, this adds one more variable to the equation. Maybe he will decide to take a much higher quality education and degree, or will you be able to make him stay in school instead of buying a Ferrari and disappearing with all the girls in his class? Okay, reality is someplace in between, but it was fun to see how the calculator works. The question is, will you? Privacy and copyright warning. This video is under strict copyright protection. You may only view it from the Empower Marketing YouTube video channel. You may not copy or modify or embed this video in any form. When the actual calculator is run, it embeds information about you. This may be as simple as your IP address or could potentially contain your name and email. This information is embedded into the calculator and then encoded when it is loaded from the internet. This means if you create the harmless act of copying the calculator to your computer for personal use, you will have little worry because no one will know. However, the warning will still be in the calculator and obvious that you have a pirated version to anyone that sees the calculator in operation. Now, if you just harmlessly give one copy to your best friend, it will have your information. Your friend is less worried about giving the copy away, and you could have thousands of illegal copies circulating with your information saying you stole the software. The safe solution is always run the calculator from the licensed site nopainfinancialsuccess.com, as the copyright will allow.